Magandang umaga mga bata. Kamusta po kayo? Mabuti naman. Bago tayo magsimula sa ating tatalakayin ngayong araw, magdadasal po muna tayo. Lord, maraming salamat po Lord sa panibagong araw po Lord na ipinagkait niyo po sa amin. At Lord, maraming salamat po Lord sa mga blessing po Lord na patuloy po na dumadating po sa amin. At Lord, maraming salamat po Lord dahil ligtas po kami sa araw-araw. At muli po Lord, nagtitipon-tipon po kami upang ibahagi po sa kanila ang aking tatalakayin na nawa po Lord ay matutunan po nila at makinig po sila na pwede po nila itong i-apply balang araw. At Lord, gabayan niyo po kami sa aming gagawin ngayong araw na ito. At ito lamang po aming samot dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Okay. Ang ating tatalakay ngayong araw na ito ay ang solve routine and non-routine problems involving temperature in real life situation. Okay, before that, in the previous lesson, you learned the concept of temperature and the different types of thermometer. You also learned how to read and measure temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, in this module, you will learn how to solve routine and non-routine problems involving temperature in real life situation. Okay, before we go to our lesson, let us have a quick review. Okay, which is the better estimate of the temperature of each item? Okay, number 1, high fever, A, 40 degrees Celsius, B, negative 10 degrees Celsius. Who wants to answer? Okay, yes, Ivan. The answer is letter A. Number 2, cold soft drinks, A, 10 degrees Celsius, B, 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, Kiana, what's the answer? Okay, very good, letter A. Number 3, air-conditioned room, A, 35 degrees Celsius, B, 19 degrees Celsius. Kate. Very good, letter B. Okay, number 4, fruit shake, 5 degrees Celsius, B, 75 degrees Celsius. Ivan again. Very good, letter A. Okay, next. Ako naman pala. Number 5, sunny day. A, 15 degrees Celsius. B, 32 degrees Celsius. What's the answer? What's the answer? Okay. Kate, letter B. Very good. Okay. Before, there are times when we find it difficult to solve real life problems involving temperature. Some of the problems do not actually need the use of formula to solve. All we have to do is be creative and divide some strategy. So, sa topic natin na ito, hindi natin daw kakailanganin ng mga formula. At hindi naman daw lahat ng mathematics problem, kailangan siya ng formula. Ang kailangan lang natin is strategy kung paano natin siya i-solve ang problem. Okay, I have here a question, an example ng topic natin. Ito yun. It's a problem. Okay. Arjan was nursing a fever. By 10 o'clock in the morning, his temperature had gone up by 1.5 degrees Celsius from his temperature at 7 a.m. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, though his temperature had gone down by 1.2 degrees Celsius, but at 10 p.m., his temperature was again up by 1.1 degrees Celsius. If his temperature at 10 p.m. was 39.5 degrees Celsius, what was his temperature at 7 a.m.? So, ito na. Ito yung ating problem. So, mamaya babalikan natin. Have you experienced answering a word problem? Involving a situation like this? Meron na ba kayong na-encounter na ganito, class? Okay, wala pa po kayong na-encounter. So, ngayon pa lang po. Okay, what strategies can you use to come up with the correct answer? So, mamaya malalaman natin kung anong gagawin natin dito sa problem ni Arjan. Okay. There are different problem-solving strategies that can help you solve problems. Always remember that not all problems require a particular formula or strategy to solve. So, sabi nga po teacher kanina, hindi po lahat ng problems sa mathematics ay kailangan po ng require na formula, hindi po. Okay, sometimes you may just need to act it out or make a sketch or a drawing or some other technique. Kailangan mo ng technique kung paano natin masosolve ang isang problem. Okay, in this module, we'll present some strategies that may help you solve routine and non-routine word problems involving temperature in real-life situation. Okay. In solving problems involving temperature in real-life situation, study the 4-step plan to solve routine and non-routine word problems. Okay, bago ko ina-next, gusto ko lang magtanong kung pag kayo po ba ay nilalagnat, ano po ang nagiging temperature po ninyo? Okay, Ivan. Mataas. 38 degrees Celsius. Yun po ay may lagnat na po talaga yon. Sino pa po? Kate. 38.3. Okay. So, sino pa po? Tali. It's 38 degrees Celsius din po. Okay, sige po. Ito na po yung the 4-step plan in solving word problems. Okay, first, understand the problem. Siyempre, kailangan natin intindihin kung ano nga ba yung problema. So, A, identify the question. So, hahanapin mo doon sa isang problem kung ano nga ba ang tinatanong or kung ano nga ba ang hinahanap sa isang tanong. Okay, B, identify the relevant facts. Second, plan what to do. So, ibig sabihin, magpaplano na tayo kung anong gagawin natin, kung paano nga ba natin masosolve ang isang problem na hinihingi sa atin. Okay, A, choose a strategy to help you solve the problem. So, mamimili tayo ng strategy kung ano nga ba dapat ang ating gagawin kung paano natin masosolve ang isang problem. It is up to you which strategy you think may best help you solve the word problem much more easily. So, sa mathematics kasi, merong mahabang process, meron ding maikli. So, marami kang pagpipilian kung paano mo masosolve ang isang problem. So, ang kakailanganin mo, syempre, para hindi ka mas mahirapan, pipiliin mo yung komportable ka kung saan ka mas madadalian kung paano siya masosolve. So, that's what we call strategy. Okay, below is a list of problem-solving strategy that you may use. So, ito, marami tayong mga pagpipilian. Pwede ka pong mag-draw a picture or a diagram. Make a table or list. Alam niyo po ba ito? Okay, very good. Guess and check. Write a number sentence. Break problem into smaller parts. Solve a simpler problem. Look for a pattern. Act it out. Make a model. Work backwards and use logical reasoning. So, ito na po yung list ng problem-solving strategies na maaari natin gamitin upang malutas natin ang problema ni Arjan. Okay, number 3, solve for the answer. Carry out the plan. So, A, perform the strategy. So, naipakita ko na po sa inyo ang mga strategies na pwede po ninyong gamitin or familiar po sa inyo na alam nyo na siya kung paano siya i-perform and kung saan kayo mas komportable at mas madadalian kayo. Excuse me. Number 4, check and look back. A, verify if the answer is correct. Okay. Sa isang problem, syempre meron pong solution yan. At syempre, hindi din po mawawala ang checking. Ang checking po, yung malalaman po natin kung ang ating sagot ay tama po ba or mali. So, ayun po. Kung hindi kayo, kung nag-aalinlangan kayo sa mga sagot ninyo, pwede kayo mag-perform ng check and look back. Pwede nyo pong i-verify yung answer ninyo sa pamamagitan ng pag-checking ng mga sagot ninyo kung tutugma ba siya doon. Okay, next. Okay, let us go back to the problem. Let us try to solve this one with the use of the 4-step plan in solving problems. So, yung problem po kanina na si Arjan na pinresent ko po sa inyo. Okay, ito. Arjun was nursing a fever. By 10 o'clock in the morning, his temperature had gone up by 1.5 degrees Celsius. From his temperature at 7 a.m., by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, though his temperature had gone down by 1.2 degrees Celsius, but at 10 p.m., his temperature was again up by 1.1 degrees Celsius. If his temperature at 10 p.m. was 39.5 degrees Celsius, what was his temperature at 7 a.m.? Okay, ito na po yung step 1, understand the problem. Hindi po tayo, kapag sa isang problem, yung mga binabasa po natin, wag po tayong tatamarin na basahin po yon. At wag lang po natin basta-basta lang basahin yung tanong. Kailangan din po natin habang binabasa po natin siya, iintindihin po yung tanong. Understand the problem. So, identify the question. So, si Arjan, kailangan natin i-identify yung question. Ano nga ba ang tinatanong doon sa binasa mo? So, doon kayo na sa binasa natin, ang question ay what was Arjan's temperature at 7 a.m.? Ito po yung tanong o ang hinahanap sa isang tanong. Second, identify the relevant facts. Arjan was nursing a fever. By 10 o'clock in the morning, his temperature had gone up by 1.5 degrees Celsius from his temperature earlier at 7 a.m. By 3 o'clock p.m., his temperature had gone down by 1.2 degrees Celsius. At 10 p.m., his temperature was again up by 1.1 degrees Celsius. Step 2, plan what to do. Choose a strategy. So, ito na po yun. Pipili na po tayo ng strategy na gagamitin natin sa pagkadami-dami po kanina na sinabi ko. Ang napili po natin ay ang drawing a diagram or working backwards. Ito po yung strategy na gagamitin natin para kay Arjan. Okay. Step number 3, solve for the answer. Perform the strategies by using a diagram. Illustrate the problem by using a diagram. Okay. So, ito na po yung plus 1.5 kanina. Minus negative 1.2. Positive 1.1. Ito na po yung diagram sa 7 a.m. Ito na din po yung sa 10 a.m. Sa 3 p.m. At ang 10 p.m. po, ito po yung 39.5 degrees Celsius. Step number 4. By working backwards. Work backwards. Start with the last fact. Remember that addition and subtraction are inverse operation. Pag sinabi po inverse, kabaliktaran. Tama po ba? Inverse. Okay, ang inverse operations ay kabaliktaran. Okay. Negative 1.1, yun na po yung 39.5 degrees, ang 39.5 degrees Celsius, yun na po yung temperature niya sa 10 p.m. So, ang negative 0.1 Ito po yun sa may box, sa baba. Ang positive 1.2 and negative 1.5 sa 3 p.m. Yun po yung nakatapat sa 10 a.m. at 7 a.m. Okay. At 3 p.m., 39.5 degrees Celsius. Ima-minus po natin yung 1.1. So, ilan na po yan? Is equal to 38.4 degrees Celsius. At 10 a.m., yun na po yung 38.4 degree Celsius. Plus 1.2 is equal to 39.6 degrees Celsius. At 7 a.m., 39.6 degrees Celsius minus 1.5 is equal to 38.1 degree Celsius. So, ang answer po dito ay Arjan's body temperature at 7 a.m. was 38.1 degrees Celsius. Check your answer. Doon na, i-verify na natin. I-checking na natin. Substitute the values for each of the boxes in the first diagram above and perform the indicated operations. So, yung 38.1 degrees Celsius plus 1.5 is equal to 39.6 degrees Celsius. Ma'am, bakit po yung sa kanina po na 1.1, yun po ay minus. Bakit po dito ay naging, sa checking ay naging plus? Yun po yung tinatawag natin na inverse. Remember, ang subtraction and addition daw ay inverse operation. So, nagiging yung minus, magiging yung subtraction, magiging addition. Yung addition, magiging subtraction. Yun. So, 39.6 degrees Celsius, ito kanina ay addition, naging subtraction. So, 1.2 is equal to 38.4 degrees Celsius. And then, 38.4 degrees Celsius, ito po kanina ay minus or subtraction, naging addition. 1.1 is equal to 39.5 degrees Celsius. So, sa 39.5 degrees Celsius, nakuha natin yung sa 10 p.m. So, ibig sabihin, ang sagot natin is tama. Na ang temperature ni Arjan at 7 a.m. was 38.1 degree Celsius. So, si Arjan po ay, ano po? Okay, may lagnat. Okay. Meron ako ditong fill in the blanks. I-base ko kung kayo ba ay nakinig or may natutunan kayo sa ating lesson for today. And magtatawag ako kung sino sasagot. Below are the steps in solving problems involving temperature. Fill in the blanks with the correct word or phrases to make the statement complete. Okay, in order to solve routine and blank word problems, what's the answer? Okay, Nolian. Very good. Non-routine. So, in order to solve routine and non-routine word problems involving blank, what? Precious. Temperature. So, in order to solve routine and non-routine word problems involving temperature in real-life situation, we follow the... What's the answer? Carl? 4-step plan. Very good. The steps in 4-step plan are blank. Ano po yung una? Okay. Plan on, ano po? No? Yung una po, okay, Ella. Understand the problem. Next, plan what to do. And the next one is solve for the answer. And the last one is Ivan. Check your answer. So, bubuuin na po natin. In order to solve routine and non-routine word problems involving temperature in real-life situations, we follow the 4-step plan. The steps in the 4-step plan are understand the problem, plan what to do, solve for the answer, and check your answer. Okay, very good. So, naintindihan naman. Okay, next. The enumeration naman. Okay, what are some of the different problem-solving strategies that we can use in solving routine and non-routine problems involving temperature in real-life situation? Give at least 5. So, ang dami ko pong binanggit kanina. So, ang hihingiin ko lang po ay 5. So, what's the answer? Precious. Very good. Draw a picture or a diagram. Number 2, Calvin. Okay, guess and check. Number 3, Kate, break problems into a smaller parts. Pang-4, sino pa po? James? Okay, very good. Look for a pattern. And number 5, the last one is Nolly. Make a model. Okay, very good. So, I am happy dahil nakikinig po kayo at naiintindihan nyo yung itinuturo ko. So, meron po akong ipepresent na rubrics dahil meron po akong ipapagawa na activity by group. Okay, 5 points, 90% to 100%. Ito na po yung description of responses. Uses correct and work is presented in logical order, clearly stated and with correct answer. And complete and correct method of solution but wrong answer. Ito na po yung pinaka-perfect na perfect. Wala pong palya, wala pong maling sagot. So, makakakuha po kayo ng 5 points. 4 points, 85% to 89%. 1 presented answer but did not get the final correct answer. Complete and correct method of solution but wrong answer. Ito na po yung tama naman po lahat pero yung answer lang po ang namali. Okay, ang 3 points naman po ay 80% to 84%. The task is systematically presented but there are mistakes in answering which lead to incorrect answers. So, meron na pong mali-mali. So, sa 2 points, 75% to 79% proposed a good use of thought but with an incomplete idea and no answer. So, 1 point, 70% to 74% not related but there is a correct answer. And 0, 69 below, ito na po yung no attempt. So, hindi man lang kayo nag-try magsagot. So, don't worry dahil kahit may mali kayong mga sagot, hindi po yun 0 agad. Meron din po yung points if some po doon kung meron pong kakaunting detalye po doon na nagkamali po kayo, there is still a point. Pero kapag hindi kayo talaga nag-attempt, yun po yung 0 talaga. So, walang masasayang na effort kung mag-e-effort din kayo. Okay, direction. Work on each set of tasks. Write your solutions and answer on the provided cartolina. Okay, for group 1 to group 4. Activity 1, problem solving. Read each problem carefully and follow the step in solving a problem. Okay, number 1. The lowest temperature in the Philippines that was officially recorded by Pag-asa was 6.3 degrees Celsius. It was recorded in Baguio. On January 18, 1961, the highest was 42.2 degrees Celsius in Tuguegarao, Cagayan on May 11, 1969. What is the difference between these two temperatures? Okay, number 2, a freezer was set at 0 degrees Celsius. Sophia reset it to 8.5 degrees Celsius. Would the temperature in the freezer likely rise or drop? By how many degrees? Okay, number 3. Activity 2. Solve it wisely. Solve the problems below using any strategy. Number 1. A group of tourists noticed that the temperature in Tarangan Falls in Calbayog City was 6.5 degrees Celsius, lower than the temperature in the city proper. What was the temperature in Tarangan Falls if the temperature in the city proper was 32.3 degrees Celsius? Next. Number 2, an air conditioner was set at 24 degrees Celsius. In the morning, it was reset to 19 degrees Celsius at 12 noon. Would the temperature likely rise or drop after that? By how many degrees? The recorded temperature for 5 days in Calbayog City, Samar, were 33 degrees Celsius, 31 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Celsius, and 32 degrees Celsius again, and 35 degrees Celsius. What is the average temperature in Calbayog City for 5 days? Okay, sa activity 3 naman, strategize and solve. Saska measured the temperature of the 3 different liquids in her science class. The temperature of the soft drink was 7 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the vinegar was 8 degrees Celsius, higher than the temperature of the soft drink. If the temperature of the ice water was 15 degrees Celsius, lower than the temperature of the vinegar, what was the temperature of the ice water? Okay. Gawin niyo po muna and I will give you 10 minutes to answer and later ipe-present na ninyo ang inyong. Okay, sa activity 1, 42.2 degrees Celsius minus 6.8 degrees Celsius is equal to 35 degrees Celsius. And, okay, they got the correct answer. Number 2, 0 degrees Celsius minus 8.5 degrees Celsius is equal to 8.5 degrees Celsius. Sa activity 2 naman po ay 32.3 degrees Celsius minus 6.5 degrees Celsius is equal to 25.8 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 2. 24 degrees Celsius minus 19 degrees Celsius is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. Okay, group 2 got the correct answer. The temperature would likely drop by 5 degrees Celsius. So, 33.3 degrees Celsius plus 31 plus 32 plus 32 degrees Celsius plus 35 degrees Celsius is equal to 163. So, saan po tayo galing ng 5? Dito po yun galing sa yung 5 days, yung the recorded temperature for the 5 days in Calbayog City. So, ang hinahanap po kasi doon, what is the average temperature in Calbayog City for 5 days? So, lahat po ng temperature is nilagay po natin, pinagsasama-sama natin. Tapos, para makuha po natin kung ano po yung temperature na hinahanap. So, kailangan po natin siyang i-divide into 5. So, magiging 32.6 ang temperature. Ang average temperature ng Calbayog City for 5 days ay 32.6. So, ito po yung sa ice water, soft drinks, and vinegar. Minus 15, 777, S plus 8, 15, 15. So, 0 po ang nakalagay. 0 po ang sagot. The temperature of the ice water was 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. All groups got the correct answer. Very good. How can you solve routine and non-routine problems involving temperature in real-life situations? Okay. Solving routine temperature problems involves applying basic temperature conversions and calculations, while non-routine problems may require complex analysis and problem-solving skills using formulas and data interpretation. Okay, next, how we can appreciate the importance of solving routine and non-routine problems involving temperature in our daily lives. By appreciating the importance of solving temperature-related problems, help us make informed decisions regarding health, safety, energy, efficiency, and comfort, ensuring we can adapt to changing conditions and environments effectively. So, meron po ito akong pasasagutan. Directions. Read and understand the question that follow. Choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Okay, number 1. Mr. Castillo measured the temperature in the classroom at 12 noon. It was 34.8 degrees Celsius. By 5:30 p.m., it was 28.6 degrees Celsius. The following problem-solving strategies can be used to solve the problem except A. Make a drawing or a diagram. B. Work backwards. C. Write a number sentence. And D. Letter D. Compose a song. Okay, Calvin. Very good. The answer is letter D. Number 2. One morning, the outside temperature was 24.9 degrees Celsius. By noon, it had gone up by 1.3 degrees Celsius. But by 5 p.m., it had gone down by 1.4 degrees Celsius. What was the temperature at 5 p.m.? Who wants to answer? Kate? The answer is letter D, 24.8 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 3. Louisa's temperature this morning was 39.5 degrees Celsius. After an hour, her temperature was 37.5 degrees Celsius. Which statement best describe her condition? A. Her condition was worse. B. Her condition improved. C. Her temperature went down by 2 degrees Celsius. Or letter D. Her temperature went up by 2 degrees Celsius. Okay, Nolian. Letter B. Her condition improved. Number 4. The temperature of freshly baked hot malunggay pandesal is 68 degrees Celsius, while hot coffee is 85 degrees Celsius. What is the difference between the two temperatures? A. 15 degrees Celsius. B. 17 degrees Celsius. Letter C. 23 degrees Celsius. Or letter D. 2.3 degrees Celsius. Kate? Okay, very good. The answer is letter B. 17 degrees Celsius. Number 5. The forecast for today's lowest temperature is 25 degrees Celsius and the highest temperature is 36.5 degrees Celsius. What is the difference between the highest and lowest temperature forecast for the day? A. 13 degrees Celsius, B. 11 degrees Celsius, C. 15 degrees Celsius, and letter D. 11.5 degrees Celsius. Jessa. What's the answer? Okay, very good. The answer is letter D, 11.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, at 9 a.m., the temperature in a room was 25.6 degrees Celsius. At 11:30 a.m., it was up by 1.3 degrees Celsius. If the temperature at 12:30 p.m. was 27.4 degrees Celsius, what was the change in the temperature in the room from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m.? A. 0.8 degrees Celsius, B. negative 0.5 degrees Celsius, C. 0.5 degrees Celsius, and letter D is 1.8 degrees Celsius. Okay, what's the answer? The answer is letter C, 0.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 7. Fiona's temperature at 10 a.m. this morning was 38.2 degrees Celsius. An hour later, her temperature had gone down by 1.2 degrees Celsius. Which of the following statement is true about Fiona's condition at 11 a.m.? A. Fiona's condition worse. B. Fiona's condition was normal. C. Her temperature went down because she took her medicines. Or letter D. She's still high fever. Okay, Ivan, what's the answer? Okay, very good. The answer is letter B. Fiona's condition was normal. Number 8. The reading rose by 1.2 degrees Celsius. What is the present reading? A. 37 degrees Celsius. B. 39.2 degrees Celsius. C. 39.4 degrees Celsius. And letter D. 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, Precious, what's the answer? Okay, letter C. 39.4 degrees Celsius. Number 9. The newspaper weather report says the lowest temperature for the day will be 9 degrees Celsius and the highest temperature 28 degrees Celsius. If the temperature at 10 a.m. was midway between the forecast coldest and hottest temperatures for the day, what was the temperature at 10 a.m.? A. 19 degrees Celsius, B. 18.5 degrees Celsius, C. 19.5 degrees Celsius, or letter D. 18 degrees Celsius. Okay, Kate, the answer is letter B. 18.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, the last number, the temperature yesterday in Seoul, the capital of South Korea, was 2 degrees Celsius, below freezing point of water. What was the temperature in Toronto, Canada yesterday if it was 2 degrees Celsius lower than it was in Seoul? A. Negative 2 degrees Celsius, B. 2 degrees Celsius, C. Negative 4 degrees Celsius, or letter D. 4 degrees Celsius. Yung letters pala ay negative 4 degrees Celsius at ang letter D is 4 degrees Celsius. Okay. What's the answer? Letter C. Negative 4 degrees Celsius. Here, the word problems again. Solve the following problems. Follow the self in solving word problems. Okay? Yung kaninang itinuro ko, mga step by step. Okay, number 1. Princess Lu's temperature is 2.5 degrees Celsius above normal. What is her temperature? So, ang given natin dito ay ang normal temperature dahil normal temperature ang hinahanap. So, ito ay X muna. Unknown. Yun yung hahanapin natin. Ang 2.5 naman, yun yung Princess Lu's temperature. So, the temperature calculation can be represented as X plus 2.5. If you know the normal temperature is what temperature? Is 37 degree Celsius. Yun po yung normal temperature ng isang tao. So, we can substitute it into the equation. So, 37 plus 2.5 is equal to 39.5. Therefore, if Princess Lu's temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, her temperature when it is 2.5 degrees Celsius above normal would be 39.5 degrees Celsius. So, ang sagot po, answer is 39.5 degrees Celsius. So, number 2, one sunny afternoon, the temperature was 32 degrees Celsius. It then went up to 33.5 degrees Celsius. After a few hours, it was down by 3 times the temperature difference between the first and the second readings. What was the third reading temperature? First, calculate the temperature difference between the first and the second reading. So, ang first reading po natin na temperature niya ay 33.5 degrees Celsius. Ang una pala ay ang 32 degrees Celsius at ang sumunod naman ay ang 35 degrees Celsius. So, number is equal to 1.5 degree Celsius. So, bakit po nauna kung i-reading natin ang first at ang second reading, bakit mas nauna po ang 33.5 degrees Celsius, ang unang reading naman po ay ang 32 degrees Celsius? Tama po ba? Yes, tama. So, bakit po nauna ang 33.5? Because, determine the decrease in temperature for the third reading. Kasi, kailangan pong unahin ang pinakamataas na reading. Yun po yung 33.5. Kaya po siya mas nauna kaysa dun sa unang reading. Okay. Determine the decrease in temperature for the third reading, which is 3 times the temperature difference between the first and the second reading. So, saan galing po itong 3 times? Itong 3, ito po yung hinahanap natin yung pangatlong reading, third temperature reading. So, 3 times ang times 1.5 degrees Celsius. Ang 1.5 degrees Celsius po ay nakuha po sa first and second temperature. Sinubtract po natin siya. So, naging 1.5 degrees Celsius. So, yun po yung imumultiply sa third reading temperature is equal to 4.5 degrees Celsius. So, 33.5 degrees Celsius minus 4.5 degrees Celsius. Ito po yung sa third read. Ito po yung hinahanap na third reading. Nakuha po yung 4.5 degrees Celsius because ito pong hinahanap natin na third reading. At saka yung resulta po ng first and second reading na pinag-subtract natin, yun po yung 4.5 degrees Celsius. So, is equal to 29 degrees Celsius. So, subtract the decrease in the temperature from second reading to find the third reading. So, 33.5 degrees Celsius minus 4.5 degrees Celsius is equal to 29 degrees Celsius. So, ang sagot po natin ay 29 degrees Celsius. Yun po yung hinahanap yun po ang third temperature reading. Ang third temperature reading po ay 29 degrees Celsius. Okay? So, yun lamang po. Maraming salamat at nawa nakinig po kayo at mayroon po kayong natutunan. Salamat po!